Meghan blow up as Americans give strong criticism on Sussex woke letter and dubbed them retired royal. Meghan Markle is dividing opinions again after using her royal title in a plea to G20 leaders over vaccine commitments. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex teamed up with WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom to sign the letter which called on the world's leaders to vaccinate the world. But the couple are now being mocked, with Twitter user Calico Albrys one labeling them a retired prince and a retired actress, and Will Master saying Americans don't care about royal titles. But supporters have come out to defend the couple, saying it's the way they should be addressed out of respect. In the open letter, Harry and Meghan claim promises of vaccine donations from nations are not reaching the globe's most vulnerable. Sussexes wrote, when the leaders of the world's wealthiest nations met at the G7 summit in June, they collectively announced that 1 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccines would be sent to low and middle-income countries to help vaccinate the world. Pharmaceutical companies have pledged almost the same. Yet, as several nations still don't even have enough vaccines for their own health workers, the world is left asking, where are the doses? Of the almost 7 billion doses that have been administered globally, just 3% of people in low-income countries have had a jab so far. Where are the rest? COVAX, the initiative designed to help achieve fair global access to COVID vaccines, has been promised 1.3 billion doses to be donated for the low-income countries it supports, yet it has been able to ship only 150 million, 11.5%, to date. Where are the rest? Promises aren't translating into vaccines reaching the people that need them. Among countries represented at the G20, there are a handful with millions of surplus vaccines that are destined to be wasted once they expire. Every discarded dose of a COVID-19 vaccine, when there are the mechanisms to donate them, should outrage us all. Each dose represents a real person, a mother, father, daughter, or son, who could have been protected. Each of us come from very different places, backgrounds, and life experiences, but we share a common goal, to tackle global inequity. All year, we've been part of global conversations across health, industry, and civil society to address the vaccine access crisis. Today, we join with others to urge global leaders to end this devastating inequity and end this pandemic once and for all. G20 leaders have the power to accelerate long-promised donations and to commit to breaking the hold that manufacturing countries and pharmaceutical companies currently have over access to the vaccines and how they're made. These are public vaccines. Many of the people you represent paid for the research and development of these vaccines. You can join us in saying that access to the vaccine is a fundamental human right. We must do everything in our power to get doses to as many people who want and need them, as fast as possible, in the right order, and to have the greatest possible impact. There are countries, many represented around the G20 table, with the medical and scientific expertise to be part of the solution, ready to make their own vaccine for their own people and for others. But they are being blocked by avoidable obstacles, including the inability or unwillingness of vaccine-producing countries and pharmaceutical firms to share one of the most important public goods in modern history. Last week, Meghan penned a lengthy letter to Senate Majority Leader Charles Schumer and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi over paid parental leave, and included anecdotes from her childhood about growing up on the $4.99 salad bar at Sizzler. The Duchess of Sussex Meghan Markle has sparked anger among U.S. politicians who believe she should stick to acting. Republican Representative Lisa McClain spoke out too in the piece for DailyMail.com and said Meghan was interfering with politics. Meghan Markle is incredibly out of touch with the American people and should stick to acting instead of trying to play politics, she told the news outlet. The last thing we need right now is wealthy celebrities pushing their liberal agendas on the American people.